takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is caught. It's Cooper. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Prescott, that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Report. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A pass complete here to Conley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
Moved him any closer, and likely throwing again. You'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. Still on his feet.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here in the So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 60.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
The way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just...
Half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what
the are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark. For maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan
Long way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. Up for the Jaguars. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead. Got to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky.
Whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
70, Indy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28. Yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up. Another first down with that run.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to go deep for Conley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And there you go. Nothing really too common.
Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about? And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, not. But it'll lead to a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Prescott to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. He'll look to throw. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. They'll look to throw. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now the Jags down by 7. And time, a huge factor. They have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on. Back to throw. Throwing. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Caught here by Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the Dallas